Hello, this is Eric of Not BIOS, and today I'm going to be talking to you about gaming consoles, input lag, the 27GL, and other gaming monitors and how they relate to gaming on a console. So, should you have a TV or gaming monitor? This is going to be part of what I'm going to be discussing here right now. Now let's get started. So the first question when determining if you should get, say, a monitor that's made for gaming or a TV is, what are the differences and what is the difference between a PC and, say, a gaming console? Well, right off the bat, we have a gaming console that's generally locked at 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second. So how does that relate to the different screens? Well, let's go into some detail here. A computer screen versus TV. A TV is locked at 60 frames per second. You might see those other ones, oh, we got a refresh rate of 120 Hertz. The idea is it takes one image, another image, and multiplies it together. When you have it in gaming mode, you might notice it has less lag. Because what's happening is when you have it in a higher frame rate, it's actually adding this image and making another one, which means it has to process those two things that happened and cause a delay, which is horrible for, of course, console gaming. That's why you got your gaming mode in your TV. Okay, so now your TV will be basically synced up with your gaming console and all is well in the world as long as your TV doesn't have too much input lag itself. And the reason input lag is caused is because of processing. So processing of the image to make it more vivid or whatever they do in their effects. Now, a PC, of course, monitor can run a 60 frames per second normally and more. So you get a gaming monitor that's 144 Hertz or something like that. Well, you're locked at 60, so you can't get a smoother image having more frames. It doesn't multiply images. So right there, we're oranges for oranges, other than a lot of gaming monitors have lower input lag. Okay, fair enough. Now, monitors also can, if you have a monitor that goes really fast, let's say of the 27GL850, what's going to happen is any weakness, of course, in your frame rate where it might stutter a bit is going to be actually more obvious. Get that one. Being faster can actually be worse in some cases, especially if running at only 30 frames per second rather than a full 60. And another problem is, I'm not sure if the gaming monitors have adaptive zinc. I'll tell you right now, I don't own any gaming system other than a PC, so I'm going here only by my knowledge of how computer monitors and TVs work. So let's say you have adaptive zinc, which I don't know if you do. Adaptive zinc is the same as free zinc, which is the same as G-Zinc compatible, just different names, different branding of the same thing, which is adaptive zinc. Adaptive zinc is where it syncs your monitor or TV to the frame rate of your system to avoid tearing. It allows for a bit smoother images. So anyways, let's get back to this. A gaming monitor cannot compensate for 30 frames per second because adaptive zinc generally ends at 40. After 40 frames per second, there's no really low frame rate compensation. You're getting just the same game experience, but a faster response time. Okay, so you got a faster response time, faster moving image. Now, it's going to show, of course, any weaknesses. But not only that, in console gaming versus PC gaming, there's a little effect called motion blur. And generally, developers leave that motion blur on. So you're actually seeing purposeful motion blur programmed into the game on a fast moving image, which might actually not look good because the system's too fast. So if you have a gaming monitor, you might actually notice, turn that response time down from, say, fast down to like normal or off, and it might actually look better. No, I'm serious. It might actually look better turning the speed of your monitor down. But you still have a problem. It's like, why is there lag? Okay, well, a lot of wireless gaming controllers, which I had to look up, which I just did look up right now, actually have input lag. I don't know why, but they apparently have an input lag. So if you have input lag, a TV monitor already has input lag, let's say 40 milliseconds. So that means there's a delay from movement to action. Now, if you have a gaming monitor that has a very low input lag, and the controller has input lag, you're gonna see actually more of a difference, and it's gonna feel like it's more laggy. So this is where the problems lie that now I have more lag. It's not they have more lag, okay? We just got more perceived from action on screen to what you're pressing the button. So a gaming monitor actually might work against you. Is there a chance it can be future-proof? Sure it can be. Where the 27GL850 from LG and derivatives lack is in HDMI. Well, they only hit 100 frames per second on the gaming consoles, and I don't know how to force higher than that. I can do it on PC. PC will normally show only 100 frames per second unless you force hidden settings. Okay. So now we got that out of the way. It won't hit 120 frames per second on your gaming console. It'll hit max of 100 frames per second with that particular monitor. So for those wondering, is the 27GL850 the choice? Well, you're going to have that problem. Some might be wondering, why do consoles lock at 60 or 30 frames per second? Well, allow myself to explain to you right here. It's actually to make games smoother, so games can actually look good and not lag out and have constant stutters that people on PC could have. So actually it's an advantage in a sense, just to get a smoother gameplay experience. But what I want to know is your input. Is there something else you know that I didn't discuss here? Leave your comments below. Thank you for watching and have yourselves a wonderful day.
This is not BIOS, Tech and Hardware.